So welcome to our penguin quarantine area. So this is where we prepare all the food each day for the penguins, where we organise each of their feeds. This is also where we would house any birds that required medical attention. It's also where we house birds that we're receiving from other facilities. So last year we were ready to open up our Little Blue Penguin display. We received birds from 4 different facilities around Australia, and they were housed in this penguin quarantine area while we did all their health checks when we received them and made sure that they were nice and ready and comfortable before they headed into the main exhibit. So I also mentioned that we prepare the food in here. So if you take a look up at this big board, this is where we keep track of all of our penguins and their information. So you'll see down the left we have the names of our penguins. We have 13 penguins here. We've also got their sex up there as well. Now we mentioned during our earlier live stream that some of our penguins, Ash and Bluey, currently their sex is unknown and they're still awaiting some genetic testing. Now we've also recorded their microchip details up there as well. Now you would have seen the penguins, they had a little coloured band attached to their ankle. That helps us to identify them. But there's certain times of year and for certain reasons that we might need to remove that band. That's why we have microchips inside each of the penguins that we can record on a scanner and check out who they are if we ever are a bit unsure. Now we also keep track of their weight, and this is probably a really important thing to look at and to talk about. So we weigh the penguins each week. That's voluntary. So what we do is we pop a scale inside the exhibit, ask the penguins to step up onto it one at a time, and that way we can record an accurate weight. Now based on that weight, we can figure out how many pilchards or whitebait that those penguins should be eating. And you'll see that's what DFI stands for on the right hand side there. That's daily food intake. So that's how many fish they need to eat. So if you have a look down here, depending on what weight category the penguins fall into that week, that will determine exactly how many fish they need to have. So we can prepare our record keeping sheet before each feed to make sure we know exactly how many fish the penguins need. And you might have seen earlier in our feed that Demi was recording exactly how many fish they were eating as we went. So this is a really important room. That's why it's really critical that we maintain it in a hygienic manner. So it's always ready for the food that we're preparing, and it's also ready for any birds that may need to come here.